Hi, so today I will be talking about compound shapes with circles. So firstly, the first compound shape is a semicircle plus a square. So the formula for calculating an area for a circle is pi r squared. So we can count the full area of the circle first, and then we will divide it by 2 to get the area of the semicircle. So the radius is 1.5 after 3 dividing by 2. So the radius is 1.5. So pi times 1.5 cm times 1.5 cm divided by 2. We would get 3 we would get 3.5 cm square after rounding. So now we calculate the area of the square. 3 cm times 3 cm, we would get 9 cm. So the area of the whole shape would be 9 cm plus 3.5 cm square. We would get 12.5 cm square. Next, question number 2. We also can calculate the full circle first, and then we can multiply it by 3/4 to find the area of this compound shape. So the radius is 2 cm. So pi times 2 cm times 2 cm times 3/4. We would get 9.4 cm square. Question number 3. We can calculate the circle area of the circle first inside the rectangle. So pi times 2.5 cm times 2.5 cm. You would get 19.6 cm square. So we calculate the full rectangle, the area of the rectangle. So 6 cm times 5 cm, we would get 30 cm square. So to find the shaded area, we just need to take the area of the rectangle and minus the area of the circle inside the rectangle. So the answer will be 10.4 cm squared. Next, question number 4. Calculate the area of the shaded sections. So we also can calculate the area of the circle first. So diameter of the circle is 5.5 cm. So the radius would be 5.5 cm divided by 2, which is 2.75 cm. So pi times 2.75 cm times 2.75 cm, we would get 23.8 cm square for the area of the circle inside the square. So now we calculate the area of the square, which is 5.5 cm times 5.5 cm, which is 30.25 cm square. So to calculate the area of the shaded sections, we take the area of the square and minus the area of the circle. So the answer will be 6.5 cm square after rounding. Next, we need to calculate the area of this compound shape. So firstly, we have two semicircles in this compound shape, which means we have one full circle. So we calculate the area of this full circle, which is pi times 4 cm is the diameter of this circle. So we need to divide it by 2 first. So the radius of this circle would be 2 cm. So pi times 2 cm times 2 cm, we would get 12.6 cm square after rounding. So now we calculate the area of the rectangle. 6 cm times 4 cm, we would get 24 cm. So the compound shape area would be 24 cm plus 12.6 cm square, and we would get 36.6 cm square. Next, we would calculate the area of this compound shape. So firstly, we would calculate the area of the semicircle first. So pi times 1m times 1m Okay, so pi times 1m times 1m divided by 2, we would get 1.6 m squared for the semicircle. Now, for the rectangle, we need to find its height first. So we also know that this part, the height for the semicircle would be 1m, since this is the diameter and half of the diameter is 1m, since the diameter is 2m. So the height for the semicircle is 1m. The height for the trapezium is 3m. So we take 7.5m minus 3m and minus 1m. We would get 3.5 meters. So we take 2 meters, which is the length of the rectangle, times 3.5 meters, which is the width of the rectangle. We would get 7 meters squared. Next, we calculate the area of the trapezium. So 4 meters plus 2 meters divided by 2 times 3 meters. We would get 9 meters squared. So to calculate the area of this compound shape, we take 1.6 meters square, which is the area of the semicircle, plus 7 meters square, which is the area of the rectangle, plus 9 meters square, which is the area of the trapezium, to get 17.6 meters square. Next, for this compound shape, we need to calculate the area of the shaded sections. So firstly, we need to know the diameter of the circle. So the diameter of the circle is 6 cm, since it is stated here. So here is also 6 cm. So to find the height of the triangle, we can also take 10 meters minus the diameter of the circle, which is 6 cm, which we would get 4 cm. We can divide it by 2 to get the height of one triangle. So 4 cm divided by 2 is 2 cm. So the height for this triangle is 2 cm. This one is also 2 cm. So now we can calculate the area of the circle first. So pi times the radius of the circle, which is 3 cm, times 3 cm, we would get 28.3 cm squared. Now we can calculate the area of both of the triangles. So 2 cm times the base or the length of the triangle, which is 6 m. Sorry, it's m, so it's okay. Times 1/2, and then times 2. So the area of the triangle would be 12 m altogether. So 28.3 m plus 12 m, we would get 40.3 m squared. So this would be the shaded sections, the area of the shaded sections. Next, we need to calculate the area of this compound shape shaded sections. So we can calculate the area of the circle first. 1.2 m divided by 2, or we would get 0.6 m. So pi times 0.6 meters times 0.6 meters, we would get 1.1 meter square. Now we need to calculate the area of the triangle. So we know that this dotted line is also 1.2 meters, since it is also the diameter of this circle. So the bottom half of the dotted line would also be 0.6 meters, which is the circle's radius. So we can know the triangle's height by taking 2 meters and minus 0.6 meters to get 1.4 meters, which is the height of the triangle. So 1.4 meters is the height of the triangle. We need to find the base length of the triangle. So 3.5 meters, which is the length of the rectangle, minus 1.2 meters, which is the diameter of the circle, and divided by 2 to find one part of the length of the triangle. So the answer would be 1.15 meters. So 1.15 meters times 1.4 meters times 1/2 times 2, we would get 1.6 meters squared. So to calculate the area of this shaded section, we would take 1.1 meter square plus 1.6 meter square, and we would get 2.7 meters square. So 4 concentric circles are redrawn as individual circles. The smaller circle has a diameter of 6 cm in length. The radius of each circle increases by 1 centimeter for each circle. Calculate the total area of the 4 individual circles, leaving your answer in terms of pi. So 4 concentric circles means that like the circle is overlapping itself. So the smaller circle in here has a diameter of 6 cm, which is a radius of 3 cm. So the smaller circle would be pi times 3 times 3, which is 9 pi, since the question requires us to leave the answer in pi, in terms of pi. So the second smaller circle would be pi times 4 squared, since the radius increases by 1 centimeter for each circle. So it would be 16 pi. Next, it would be pi times 5 squared, which is 25 pi. And lastly, pi times 6 squared, which is 36 pi. So 9 pi plus 16 pi plus 25 pi plus 36 pi, we would get 86 pi. So this would be the answer for this question. Next question, number 10, which is the last question for this compound shapes with circles section. So three congruent circular holes are cut from a rectangular piece of paper. The paper has a length of 10 centimeters and a width of 7 centimeters. The circles each have radius of 2 centimeters and do not overlap. Calculate the area of the remaining shape, leaving your answer in terms of pi. So from this question, we know that there's a rectangular piece of paper with 3 circles on it that have a radius of 2 cm. So we need to find the remaining shape after we cut off the circle. So we can find the area of the circle first. So since the radius is 2 cm, we can pi times 2 cm times 2 cm. We would get 4 cm. Sorry. We can get 4 pi, since the question requires us to answer in terms of pi. So we have 3 of these kinds of circles. So 4 pi times 3, we would get 12 pi. So we can calculate the whole area of the rectangle first. So the length is 10 centimeters and the width is 7 centimeters. So 10 cm times 7 cm, we would get 70 cm squared. So this would be the area of the rectangle. So 70 cm squared minus 12 pi. This is the final answer. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something today. Thank you.